We are back again, and this time we are here to help you all pick what class / character is best for you when starting Wayfinder. And today we are going to talk about Niss, from everything she can do, from ability to backstories and everything in between. But before we hop into that, welcome back to your #1 stop for a Wayfinder how-tos, playthrough, everything else in between, and of course we cannot forget about all that jazz. And of course I do want to give a giant thank you to everyone that is supporting over on a Patreon, a Twitch, as well as memberships here on YouTube. Thank you. Link in the description for y'all to help out in any way you can. And also a giant thank you to 1K for supporting the Lunateal. And with that, let's jump into this and let's talk about Niss. So to start off, when it comes to Niss, this is a character that is a little more complex, as you can see with the complexity of 4 out of 5, and she is pretty much a shadow dancer, rogue ninja type heal. And of course the main gimmick of Niss heal is of course evolving around her offensive ability, with pretty much most of all stats other than control being roughly on par, but this is so much more of a offensive character. And of course with her, you're going to be doing a whole bunch of balancing the conflict in front of you with her dancing ability, which let's go ahead and jump on into this by starting off with her first ability here, which is indeed Shadow Step. And this ability is made from you being able to teleport pretty much from in front, behind, pretty much in one direction of a straight line. And of course, when you use Shadow Step, you would do a attack as you hit, and then a few seconds later, your image that you left behind will come to you and also do damage as well. So as you can see, it is a little bit of delay here for this ability. But this is a good way to get behind enemies or try to get in front of them if you need to do any certain type of damage for whatever you are fighting. And our next ability is Umbra Aura. So how this is going to operate is by using this ability, you will of course then be empowered by the magic. For your next 3 dodges that you do, you will in return cast a shadow on the enemy themselves. But once again, only for 3 dodges. So this is a very nice way to not only get out of a range of an attack, but also to put a static element on whatever enemy you are fighting. And then we have Vengeful Shade. This is an ability that's going to work pretty well in parallel with our very first technique here. And of course, what I mean by it is this ability will of course make you immune to incoming attack or the attack that get way to hit you. And by doing so, if you are in front of the enemy, you can also do damage as well with it. So not only do you do damage, get out of the way, but you also then become immune for the next attack. So once again, between this and of course the other ability here with Shadow Step, you can start seeing a combo forming with the abilities. But with that, let's go ahead and talk about our last ability here. And our next ability is Wound Shroud. So this one here is another one that we're gonna work in combo with some other ability, which will give you the ability to do a Shadow Step, but at no cost for a few seconds. So as you can see by the little preview, in return, you can go ahead and do your Shadow Step 3 to 4 times before the enemy really know what hit them. And once again, this is a nice little combo with or other ability. So with the abilities out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into of course some of your passive as well as some equipment you're going to be using at Niss. So to start off here, we got our passive with Lingering Shadow. So that one will be of course after you dodge, will gain attack power for a short duration. So once again, that play right back into everything else. Like I said, this is a very combo focus, maximizing ability type of class. You can start seeing why it went a little more on the more difficult level side. But you can of course duty dodge it to get a boot to damage. And then we have Niss weapon heal with Night Edge, which is a 2 daggers that you can go ahead and use heal, and well, not much to be said other than daggers. And as for the weapon ability, we have Dagger Fall Heal. So this is another one, especially if you dodging away or trying to keep enemy at a certain distance from you, because what this ability will do is of course form multiple magical daggers around you, and when enemy get into a certain area between you and the enemy, the daggers will attack on behalf of you. So this is another ability that will play heavily into the dodging and positioning of Niss. And from there, let's go ahead and jump into Niss backstory heal, since some of you might have some questions, especially after the anime trailer they put out with Aura and Venomess. But do not worry, Luna is here once again to go over exactly what Niss backstory is for all of you.
The Eldrin are the first children of the broken world, formed from the blood of infinites spilled in the Aegis War. There are Eldrin of the woods and water, but Niss is one of the deep Eldrin, born in an abyss of stone and soil untouched by the sun. Her people shape shadows like clay. Niss mastered the shadow dance as a child, learning to sculpt shielding shrouds and deadly blades from insubstantial darkness. For all their many gifts, the Eldrin are a dying people, whose essence fades with each generation. When the ancient Mother of Shadows came to them, promising renewed strength in exchange for absolute loyalty, most swore themselves to her service. When Niss and her clan refused to bow to the precursors, most were slain. Niss escaped into exile. She has sworn to destroy the immortal beings who have corrupted her people, whatever the cost. Niss is a grim and deadly warrior, a silent assassin who strikes from the shadows. But as an echo returned from the gloom, there's much she cannot remember. She knows she endured countless hardships in her time of exile, but the details escape her. She remembers challenging the Mother of Shadows, but not how she survived. But these memories may yet return to her.
And that will do it for Niss, from all attacks to ability to a backstory. And once again, big thank you for Luna reading the backstory for Niss. And of course, we still got a couple more characters left before Wayfinder come out on Tuesday. And of course, the next character in line is Xenia, which is of course going to be our net hanky type character for you who want more melee and more tank. But before we hop into that in our net video, once again, big thank you to everybody that is supporting over on Patreon, YouTube, PL2 memberships, or Twitch, through subscribing over there. And of course, like always, make sure you do the thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the Wayfinder information that will be coming over the next few days, weeks, months. It's a lot is happening. And of course, like always, I will go ahead and see you in the comments.